Yes, guys, and welcome back to the live match preview and predicted lineups. Of course, we're here for the Arsenal versus Brighton match, of course, on Sunday. We're here to preview the game. And, of course, as these ways work, we're going to go through Brighton. We'll talk about the opponents. We're going to talk about Arsenal. And, of course, the predicted lineup, as well as right at the end, giving the big score prediction. So, as always, guys, it's a big day for the channel today. Big day. It's the anniversary. It's not my birthday. It's the channel's birthday. Let's just call it an anniversary. Yeah. This year, 4 years ago, people. You know, I was 12 years old and I set up this channel. I made my first video 4 years ago today on the 15th of December, and we're still here today, people. From 0 subscribers then to now closing into 6K subscribers. It's kind of mad. I just want to thank everyone for support. Everyone coming in and always supporting me. Really do appreciate it. So yeah, 4 years on the channel, and we keep going and going, people. But yeah, welcome everyone as always. Arsenal taking on Brighton on Sunday, Emirates Stadium, 2 p.m. kickoff, UK time that is, and it's going to be a very tough game. And we are going to get into it. As always, leave your prediction down below. Make sure you guys leave your lineups as well, and your score predictions down below. But let's get right into it then, people. We're going to start with the recent encounters at the Emirates Stadium between Arsenal and Brighton. So I think the best place to start, I don't really want to go back there, but was last season. You see in the top left here, we played them at the Emirates. In the Premier League, we got absolutely battered 3-0 last season by Brighton. It's towards the end of the season. It's actually after when we obviously, I think, capitulated against Man City. I think it's after, and then we played them there, and it was 3-0 to Brighton. They absolutely battered us on the day. Yeah, it was a horrible performance. It was literally men against boys, that performance, you know, last season at the Emirates. What I can remember the game, I remember Estupiñán scoring their third goal. I remember, I think it was, what was his name? Their striker, Undav. I think Undav scored their second. I can't remember who actually scored their first goal. But what I remember is that we got absolutely battered, people. We got absolutely destroyed that game. So yeah, that was last season. Also last season, we played them in the Carabao Cup, third round at the Emirates Stadium, and once again we got battered in that game. And that's when we saw Matoma sort of come on the rise. Matoma bossed us in that Carabao Cup game, and Danny Welbeck scored against us as well. Our ex-player Danny Welbeck scored against us, and we ended up losing the game 3-1 at the Emirates Stadium. Now we did beat them, of course, away from home last season. It was a 4-2 game. We played very well in that game. But towards the end of that, we almost capitulated. You know, Matoma had a goal disallowed, and that would have been 4-3, and who knows what would have happened there. But yeah, we played very well away from home. But I'm talking about the Emirates fixtures, people. Last season, we got absolutely battered 3-0 and 3-1 by Brighton when it came to the Emirates Stadium. Now we go to the season. Arteta, when he finished 5th that season, we obviously bottled top 4. And once again, we lost to Brighton. We lost 2-1 to Brighton. Mwepu scored for them, who I hope he's actually all right. I don't know what's going on with that player, but I know he had like a heart condition, so he had to stop playing. So I hope I think he had to retire because he had a heart condition, but he actually scored for us. I think did Trossard score as well that season? Let me have a look. But we did lose that one for 2-1 as well. We did actually lose that game 2-1. Arsenal 1-2 Brighton. I'm going to see. I swear Trossard scored as well. I can't find it. I definitely remember Mwepu scoring that season. But yeah, it was Trossard. By the way, going back to the last season, I swear Caicedo played right back. Caicedo played right back against us last season, and they still beat us 3-0. We started an absolute masterclass in that game. And of course, he does not play for them. He's now at Chelsea. But yes, the one I'm on about, you can see the bottom right here, guys, where Odegaard and is that Welbeck? Yeah, Odegaard and Welbeck is. We got McAllister there as well. We did lose that game 2-1 as well. We went 2-0 down, and Odegaard got a consolation for us back then. And this is the last time we beat them at the Emirates Stadium, people, was all the way back in 2021. All the way back in 2021, where We beat them. It's the last game of the season as well. We beat them 2-0. Pepe had an absolute masterclass that game. That is the last time, we beat Brighton at the Emirates Stadium. Was like 3-4 seasons ago. Literally 3 seasons ago. So it's safe to say when we play against Brighton, right? This team is sort of like a bogey side. It's like a team that we can never, I mean, even like, they've got a good manager, De Zerbi's a good manager, but even before De Zerbi, Graham Potter, we still struggled against, and Graham Potter did an exceptional job at Brighton. It's just Chelsea sort of ruined him a little bit, didn't it? But we didn't even, we couldn't even beat Graham Potter. I remember when we had Emery, and it was a chance. I mean, if we would have beaten Brighton, we would have got top 4. We would have finished 3rd that season. And we capitulated on the last day, and we drew 1-1 on them at the Emirates. I remember under Freddie Ljungberg, we lost 2-1 where Mopai scored. And Mopai scored again. Well, Mopai scored again and injured Leno, if you guys remember, and we had Arteta, and we lost them away from home. So there's plenty of occasions, where this Brighton side is a team that we just don't like playing. And we are going to move on to Brighton in a minute in terms of my thoughts on them. But yeah, it's not a good record when we come against Brighton, really. I know we beat them last season away from home, 4-2. We played really well that game. And I'm hoping for the same. And we are going to talk about, of course, a big player, Caicedo, is missing all that stuff now. He's no longer there. They've got a fairly new squad now. But yeah, it's certainly the case where, this Brighton side is sort of definitely a team that we just don't like playing, and a team that we don't really pick up a result in. Let's be honest with it. They seem to always do, especially when it comes to the Emirates recently. But yeah, let's move on. Let's talk about Brighton. And my PowerPoint is cut off a little bit where my bottom, I don't know why this happened. It always happens like this. Yeah, let's talk about Brighton. So yeah, no, wrong one. I went too quick. So Brighton currently sat 8th place in the Premier League after hitting this season so far. Europa League impact has been a big effect on Brighton's squad this season. However, I'm pretty sure they finished off the group yesterday. They did indeed finish off the group yesterday. But yeah, they're currently 8th. And I think we all knew with them having European football, it would play an effect on them for their squad. Because, playing Thursday nights, and then you got obviously... Well, they played their pretty much their full squad for the Europa League, didn't they? And finished top of the group. But then you also got to go and play the Premier League on, just a few days later. Of course, it's going to be a big impact, especially on a club like Brighton, with all due respect. But yeah, they got some great results. They beat Newcastle, obviously beat Man United. They beat Brentford as well, which is a tough game for them. But then they also got some poor results. They drew to the likes of Burnley, Sheffield United, Everton, as well as losing to Chelsea, and of course we all saw. They got battered by Aston Villa 6-1, didn't they? Yeah, that was a horrendous result for them. And then obviously, Roberto De Zerbi is a great manager. Plays some nice, attractive style of football. I do think this guy is a bit overhyped, personally. That's just my opinion. I do think this guy's overhyped. I look at him, I think, I see so many people saying, oh, this guy is the next manager to replace Pep Guardiola at Man City. I don't think so. I feel like he's a great tactician. He's a great manager. And as I said, he plays some nice style of football. But, so did Graham Potter at Brighton. And Graham Potter went to a big club with that pressure on him. I just don't think De Zerbi, I think give him a few more years still. Talking about, he's going to replace Pep Guardiola. Like, we haven't really seen this guy under too much pressure, have we? It's like with Graham Potter at Brighton. Graham Potter did an exceptional job at Brighton. He did an exceptional job at Ostersund's. But when it came to a big club like Chelsea, with the pressure on him, look what happened. It didn't work out for him. So this is why I don't think De Zerbi will go. And if he ever did replace Pep Guardiola at Man City, I don't really see him succeeding, personally. But he is a very good manager. I do rate him as a manager now. And the job he's done with Brighton is absolutely exceptional. As I said, they've had a hit and miss start to this season. They've definitely, certainly, last season they were superb. This season sort of not really lived up to how they were playing last season. I think the main reason because of that is because obviously they lost a few of their good players, and the main one was obviously Caicedo. That was the main guy that they obviously lost, was Moises Caicedo, of course. He was their main guy in the midfield. 100% they, missed Caicedo. but we all know that he was going to leave, and Brighton knew he was going to leave. Of course he did. But yeah, that was their main guy, and also the fact that they're playing European football, playing Europa League, so that always can catch you out as well. If I see you're playing Thursday nights, you got to play a few days later as well. As I said, they finished top of their group, didn't they? So great achievement for them. And they make it to the knockouts. And who knows? Can Brighton go all the way to win Europa League? I don't think they will. But for club size of Brighton, getting to the last 16 now. Well, getting to the last 16. I don't know if they get favourable draw, who knows, man? Anything can happen. But yeah, as I said, Brighton, I respect them as a club, man. They're very, very decent sides. And a side that can never be underestimated. And, I know as an Arsenal fan, I think we all know as Arsenal fans, if you underestimate Brighton, we know what happens. And we are going to get into the players in a minute, but they're going to make it very hard for us, man. They're going to take it to us, I think, as well. I feel like it's going to be a game. This is why I'm going to give my prediction in a minute. I feel like the game's going to be full of goals as well. It's going to be some end-to-end stuff, I reckon. But as I said, they have not been great. I mean, they lost to Chelsea, the other day. They got battered by Aston Villa. But yeah, let's move on to some of the players that we got to watch out for. And I picked up 3 as always. One of them is injured. But we'll start, of course, Mitoma. Yes, we all know about Mitoma, guys. He actually burst on the scene, funny enough. This is when I first saw Mitoma. He burst onto the scene when he played against Arsenal in the Carabao Cup, and he ripped us apart when they beat us 3-1 last season. Yeah. I don't think, you know what it is with Mitoma? I don't think he's lived up. I don't think he's actually got going yet, Mitoma, like than he did last season. I think he scored like 3-4 goals this season so far. And I'm sure, I don't know who they played, but one of the goals he scored was unbelievable, by the way. Yeah, one of the goals he scored was absolutely crazy. Fantastic goal. I can't remember who they played, but you guys should, I'm sure, remember. I don't think he's, as I said, lived up to how he was playing last season, personally. I don't think he's really got into his rhythm yet. But we know about Mitoma, man. On this day, this guy is lethal. He's lethal. He's a very, very good player. A player we've got to watch out for. Now, Ansu Fati, I put in there as well. He's been having a great season with Brighton, but I do think he's injured, so he's not been playing. So I don't know why I put him on there. And of course, Ivan Ferguson, a player who Arsenal been linked with as well in the past. A young striker, a very good striker as well. You cannot give this guy time and space. He will punish you. I saw this guy score a hat-trick against Newcastle this season. So this is the type of player that we cannot take lightly. This is the type of player that we can't underestimate at all, because he's a very, very good player. I actually think they've been playing João Pedro over him, though. That's another good player we've got to watch out for. João Pedro, who is having a great season with them as well. I'm going to quickly just get their lineup up as well. So, yeah, João Pedro scored yesterday as well for them, and they did win 1-0 Brighton. All right, so let's have a look. Yeah, so they usually play João Pedro this season over Ivan Ferguson. But, yeah, I'm just looking at that team against Brentford, man. Their squad's changed massively. Of course, they lost McAllister as well. I forgot to mention that. They lost some big players Brighton this season. They lost Caicedo. They lost Alexis McAllister. Those 2 players are massive for them. I'm looking at the squad the squad that beat Brentford. They played still in goal against Sanchez. They lost Sanchez. He went to Chelsea. They played this guy called Helsherwood, right back. They played Van Heekel and this guy called Igor, centre back. Gross was left back. Billy Gilmore was in the midfield with Belba, and then obviously Mitoma, Pedro. I can't pronounce that guy's name. But yeah, man, they've got the likes of. Let's have a look, bro. I don't know. Are Brighton stacked with injuries or something, bro? What's happened to their squad? What has happened to Brighton's squad, bro? What has happened to Brighton's squad, man? Oh, here we go. So they got Dahoud. That was a good signing from Borussia Dortmund. they've still got Adam Lallana playing there. Of course, I think Danny Welbeck's injured as well. I think Danny Welbeck is out injured. I'll tell you what, I'm going to get the injuries news out, people. I'm going to see what's going on here because I can't believe how massive this Brighton squad's changed compared to last season. It has been a massive change this Brighton side. So I'm going to have a look at this. Look at the injuries. Keep your live buttons up, people. Oh, right, I see. Yeah, so, yeah, this is why. They are stacked with injuries, Brighton. Lamptey, who's a quality player, he's injured. Solly March is back in a few days. Solly March could be back for the Arsenal game, I reckon, because he's had a knee injury. Esther Tupian, massive miss, not going to be back until late January 2024. So he's going to be out. That's a big blow for them. It's a big good news for. I mean, I don't really wish anyone injured, but it's sort of positive news for Arsenal because he's a very good player. Enesso as well, big player for them, good player. He's out until January. He'll be missing the game. Danny Welbeck is doubtful for the game. He could be back. I mean, I'm sure Danny Welbeck will recover in time for the Arsenal game, won't he? Honestly, fact he's injured, as we know. Webster's also injured. So yeah, they are definitely. They're stacked of injuries. This Brighton side, but still, man, they cannot be underestimated. I still feel like that, they'll give us a great game. But yeah, there's some of the key players that we got to watch out for in terms of Brighton. Let's get to your Arsenal lineup then. This is what I will go with, people. Well, this is what I think Arteta is going to go with. I do see Ryan coming back in goal. I actually thought Ramsdale had a decent game against PSG. And you see my quick prediction there. Spoiler alert, that's what I'm going with. But yeah, I do feel like Ramsdale had a good game against Brighton. But we all know what's going to happen. We all know that Raya will go back in for this game against Brighton. Raya is going to come back in, against Brighton because we all know that he's Arsenal's number one. Arteta's made that very, very clear. And although Ramsdale had a decent game against PSV, I do not see this guy starting against Brighton. I do see him going with David Raya. We've got to accept it. It is what it is. Will Ramsdale accept it? We have to wait and see what happens in January. If a club comes in like Newcastle, who need a new goalkeeper, will Ramsdale accept being second best at Arsenal? Probably not. So we might have to go and get a new goalkeeper as well. But we have to wait and see. But yeah, I do think he'll go with Raya in goal. I think the back four is very simple. Ben White, right back. Tomiyasu's injured. It's a shame that he's injured because let's be real, right? Let's be real. Tomiyasu's been performing superb this season. Tomiyasu's been keeping Ben White in his position, hasn't he? But now he's injured, so it's such a shame because Tomiyasu is such a good player, man, and he's been fantastic for us this season. But yeah, Ben White right back, two centre backs, of course. William Saliba goes in, Gabriel Magalhaes goes in. It's as simple as that, really. Those two pick themselves. Left back will be Zinchenko. I don't want to see Kiwior there, to be honest. I mean, let's be honest with it. We need another left back. I'll be real. We do need another left back. And you know who we need? Kieran Tierney back. That's who we need back. I'm just kidding. I'm just still annoyed that we've got to do Kieran Tierney. But I think that's another position that we personally need. Because, don't get me wrong, yeah, Zinchenko is very, very good going forward. And he offers so much creativity going forward for Arsenal. And he's so good technically with the ball and with his feet, offensive-wise. But it's the defensive side of things. We do not have a left back who can really, in Zinchenko, who can defend. He's very questionable defensively. I don't think he's good enough defensively. He's fantastic when it comes to going forward. I get that. But yeah, I want a left back who can actually defend. Zinchenko cannot defend. I'm not saying he's a bad player. I'm not saying get rid of him. I'm looking at his aspects, as a left back. And he's great going forward and he's great with the ball technically, right? But when it comes to defensively, he's not good enough. In terms of Kiwior, Kiwior's not a left back, is he? He's a centre back. People say, but he played left back. Yeah, well, he's not a left back, is he, Kiwior? He's clearly not a left back. He's clearly a centre back. So, and I get Timber is injured. I do understand that. Timber was playing there for a short period of time. He looked very, very good there. He did look very, very good there. But I do think that's another, because, I guess Tomiyasu could play there as well. Left back. He does a great job. But again, he's injury prone. This is why I'm saying we need to go and get another left back. That's another position that we've got to add on to our very static list of positions that we need to go and sign in January. Declan Rice, of course, in the midfield. As always, the guy is just Declan Rice. Declan Rice is just him. And I keep skipping to my prediction. I'll get on that in a minute, man. Kai Havertz will go alongside him. I think that's fair. I mean, obviously, Partey's not fit. Jorginho, I don't see him playing him. I don't see him playing with any, of course. Kai Havertz, we've got him there. And then in front of them will be Odegaard. And then on the right will be Saka. On the left will be Gabriel Martinelli. And then up front, it's got to be Gabriel Jesus. It's as simple as that, guys. That has got to be the lineup. I get people say, Eddie Nketiah scored against PSV. I don't care. Jesus got straight in, bro. Gabriel Jesus. And this guy needs to step up, man, because against Aston Villa, this guy was poor. This guy was poor against Aston Villa, man. He had an awful game against Aston Villa. And Odegaard as well needs to step up, because this is a big game. This is a must-win game, as we know. And he had 3 big chances against Villa and he missed all 3 of them. Like, he needs to step up for this game, Odegaard. He really does. But yeah, other than that, guys, let me know any changes that you would make to the lineup. Let me know. And I'd love to see your lineups down below. And also, let's move on. I will get a few guys' comments in a minute. To the score prediction, I said I've gone with goals for this one, people. I've gone with a very good game. If you are neutral, I've gone Arsenal 3, Brighton 2. I feel like it's going to be some end-to-end stuff, some neck and neck stuff, people. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be an interesting game. I do expect Arsenal to go and get the 3 points. As I said, it's going to be a very, very tough game. But I do think we'll go over the line. I do think we will get the 3 points, and this is a must-win because we have to bounce back. We have to bounce back. It's you cannot lose to Aston Villa and then go and lose again to Brighton. I mean, and if we do lose to Brighton, or if we do drop points to Brighton, it's not going to look that good, is it? It's not going to look that convincing. We're going into that big game against Liverpool at Anfield. If we just came with the back of losing back-to-back games, it's going to feel very, very worrying. Very, very worrying. Very concerning if we do not win this game. We've got to beat these lot, man. Because too many times they seem to always get the better of us, especially when it comes to the Emirates as well in recent years. They seem to always get the better out of us. And if I get this right, so we lost them last season twice at the Emirates. We lost the season before that at the Emirates. We lost under Freddie Ljungberg, under Unai Emery at the Emirates. We've been in the last 5 games at the Emirates against Brighton, right? We've only won 1 at the Emirates, and that was when Pepe scored. And we won 2-0 in the last game of the season. We've only won 5. We've only won 1 game out of 5 attempts against Brighton at the Emirates Stadium. Our record against these at the Emirates is awful, absolutely awful. So it's mad. It's going to be a mad one, people. But I'm going to go with an Arsenal win. I'm feeling, look, my chest is out, people. I'm feeling a win. I'm feeling confident. I feel like it's going to be a great game. Arsenal 3, Brighton 2 for me. Let's go through you guys' comments. Let's see what you guys are saying in the chat down below. Yes, big up everyone tuning in as always. Hit like buttons up, people. Big up Rhea in the chat. You're doing well, Rhea. Saliba, hope you're doing well, bro. Happy anniversary of your channel. Thank you very much, man. Yes, 4 years. 4 years. I started my channel when I was 12 years old, bro. I'm now 16. It's kind of mad, isn't it, bro? I can't believe it, bro. Time flies. Honestly, time flies. I literally, bro. It honestly feels like yesterday. It feels like yesterday when I started this channel up. Like, it's kind of mad. It's kind of mad how time flies. But yeah, I did not expect to reach this far in those 4 years when I started that channel up. Like, and if you guys know the story, you know the story, don't you? Know, it's a long story. Like, basically my old channel got terminated. I only had 100 subscribers on that channel, and I was really annoyed about it. So I just thought, you know what, I'll start this channel up, and that was the best thing ever happened. Imagine if my channel never got terminated, by the way, the first time. Imagine. I wouldn't be here today, I'm telling you. I would not be doing YouTube today if my channel got terminated. So people, everything happens for a reason, bro, I'm telling you. But yeah, no, I'm honestly so grateful, man. I'm so grateful for all the support. Yeah, I'm going to keep going, people. Thank you guys so much. Absolute legends, and really appreciate you guys' support as always. Yeah, you too, man. It's Friday. Happy Friday. Happy Friday, people. Happy weekend to everyone. Hope everyone has a nice weekend. This is the best time. This is the best time, people, is a weekend. I love the weekends, of course. I think everyone does. Yes. You too as well on the calling, man. Good to see you, bro. This will be a tough game. Agreed. Very, very tough game. Big up, man, from Belgium. Hope you're doing well, bro. Good to see you as always. Absolute legend. Really appreciate you as well. Happy anniversary. Thank you very much, bro. Hopefully he will score. Yeah, Trossard against his former team, bro. Trossard against his former team. I mean, I remember when a few years ago he scored against us for them, Ali Emirates. So, yes, let's hope he scores against his ex-team as well. Yes. And let's hope Danny Welbeck doesn't score against his ex-team, Arsenal, because he's done that in the past as well against us. Big up to you, Ryan. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Jordan says hi. My man Ade's in the chat. Big up to you, Ade. Good to see you, bro. Happy anniversary. Appreciate that, man. Yes. Madness, bro. You've been here for years as well. Yes, man. Yes, absolute legend, man. You're a real one. Ade's always a real one, man. Even though my guy's a Man United fan, he still tunes in. Absolute legend, bro. Good to see you as always, man. 4 years anniversary of the Arteta out. We play Liverpool with damage limitation from the start. I've got a show coming up about you lot tonight, 7 p.m. We're going to talk about Ten Hag, and we're going to talk about the whole Man United situation and your game against Liverpool. So stay tuned for that, bro. And I'll talk more in depth with that. That's 7 p.m. tonight, man. I'll take a 2-0 loss considering we lost 7-0 last season on good form. I mean, yeah, that's going to be interesting, bro. That's going to be, I mean, everyone talking about 7-up, but nah. Look, I don't see it being that much. But I do see you getting battered. I'll be real. I do see you lot getting battered. It's at Anfield as well, isn't it? So yeah, it's not like it's at Old Trafford. Yeah, it's at Anfield. I think Arsenal will win this game considering Brighton played in Europa midweek and they do not play well playing in Europe. Exactly, bro. And I think that's why you've seen. And I get they lost all their good players this season. I know they lost McAllister, like I say though. But you've seen sort of the way how Brighton haven't really lived up to the way I was playing last season. You know, they can't use that 8th, but they lost to teams like Chelsea this season. You know, they lost to teams like Aston Villa. They're having a great season, but Villa, it's not like they lost to Villa. They lost, but they got piped. Got absolutely piped by Aston Villa, like 6-1. And they've drew to teams like Sheffield United, Burnley, Everton as well, Brian. So it's not been the same as last season. It really hasn't. No, we beat them away last season. The game at home, we got battered 3-0. They beat us 3-0 away at home last season. Ali Emirates, they beat us 3-0. Horrible game it was, man. Caicedo played right back against us, and he still had an absolute masterclass. But no, we beat them last season away from home when it was a 4-2 game, and we won a black kit. That was like near. Oh, funny enough, it was like near. I think it's Boxing. No, it wasn't Boxing Day. It was like near New Year. It might have been the last game of 2022, I think. But we did beat them 4-2 last season. That was away from home. But then when we played them towards the end of the season, when we obviously bottled the league, it was the 3-0 game. And they absolutely battered us. I can't remember the last time we won at Anfield. Neither can I, bro. Neither can I. Surely you must have won under, of course, Fergie, right? Of course, Fergie must have beat them at Anfield. Last time you even scored at Anfield. Nah, bro. Nah. I remember you beat them at Old Trafford. Was it last season? You beat them that 2-1 game, wasn't it? when you lost the opening 2 to Brighton and Brentford, and then you beat them 2-1 against Liverpool. I swear that was like last season. Big up Arswedits, man. Good to see you, bro. Hello, my bud. Good to see you, Arswedits. You're going 3-1 Brighton. You're not confident. It means Arsenal. It means Arsenal. All right. I'll let you off, bro. Mate, I thought you predicted us to get absolutely battered, man. 2-1 last season. Yeah, but that was at Old Trafford, wasn't it? Yeah, it wasn't at Anfield. So, bro, honestly, I'll tell you what, I'm gonna have a look, man. I'm gonna have a look because for us, yeah, we haven't beat Liverpool at Anfield since 2012, bro. Years ago. 2012 was the last time we beat Liverpool at Anfield. I'm gonna have a look at this. Liverpool versus Man United results. Yeah, so they beat you 4-0 in 2022 at Anfield. It didn't show me the rest though. Let me have a look. Here we go. I think I got it all here. Yes. I think I got it all here. So Liverpool, Man United 2022 is 4-0. Liverpool, Man United 0-0 draw 2021. You lost. Liverpool beat you 2-0 in 2020. Liverpool beat you 3-1 in 2018. Liverpool beat you. Liverpool drew 0-0 with you at Anfield in 2017. But it's actually the last time you beat them. The last time you beat Liverpool at Anfield, yeah, was January 2016. And that was a 1-0 win. Is that when you had... I'm trying to think 2016. That's when we beat you 3-0 at the Emirates that season. But I can't remember what manager you had. Was it Van Gaal? Yeah, it was really Van Gaal. The last time we beat Liverpool at Anfield was when you had Louis van Gaal in charge, the Dutch manager. Madness. 1-0. That's the game. I'm not usually voting for these games, but I think it's going to be a hard watch. We can't seem to win at Anfield for such a long time. When you had Mourinho? Was it Mourinho? Oh, yeah, no, it was Van Gaal. Yeah, Louis van Gaal. Yes, that was that, man. But yeah, guys, that is the preview. I'm going to go 3-2 Arsenal, people. I don't think we will win. And yeah, it's a must-win game, of course. If we do win, we do go top of the league for a short period of time when obviously Liverpool batter Man United. And then obviously they'll go back top of the league. But yeah, it's been an interesting game, man. But I do expect Arsenal to win this game. Yeah, bro, I'm gonna be live for that. 7 p.m. guys, we're gonna be live for Talking Ball. We're gonna be going through the latest around obviously Premier League and the Big Six. We're gonna be talking. I'll be joined by, of course, Rory. Big up RD12. Be joined by him. We're talking about Arteta cleared of all the FA charges against him. We're talking about Ten Hag as well, and the Man United game against Liverpool more in depth. Talking about Nkunku returning for Chelsea as well, and everything else going around football, guys. It's going to be a very, very good show. I'm looking forward to it. And yeah, that'll be 7 p.m. Tonight, people. So make sure you guys come in and tune in for that one. Before we do go, guys, we're literally 1 like away from hitting 20. So yeah. Let's get the 20 likes on the stream, guys, before we do get out of here. You know what I was gonna do? And I'll quickly run through it now. Guys, I'm not leaving yet. I'm not leaving yet. Big up, man, he's gone 2-1 to Arsenal. Big up to you as always, bro. I've gone 3-2. But all I want is a win, bro. A win is a win. That's what I want, for, of course, 3 points. I forgot Arteta did his press conference today, so I'm going to get that out very quickly, people. And I'm going to go through, because I usually do these, but I completely forgot he did it. It just came to my mind. So we're going to go through what Arteta said about all the team news and all that stuff. So let me just quickly share this. Right, Arteta. Did I get rid of it? Yeah, I got rid of the PowerPoint. So yeah, we're going to go through Arteta's press conference. He did do it today. I can't play the video, by the way, because it will get copyright striked. So yeah, on his FA charge being cleared, and if something positive will come out of it, it has to be. It's a really good process, and gave the opportunity for them to explain how they felt, myself how I felt as well, and the reasons behind it. Okay, the outcome is that I'm not charged, but I think we have to draw a line and look for how we can be more constructive and learn from it moving forward. That's it. It was good. I felt a lot of sympathy, to be fair, once I explained how sometimes as managers, with the pressure that we were under and how important the details are for our job, because I love what I do so much, and I'll continue doing it. But the reality is, last year that 14 managers lost their jobs, which is incredible. We depend on the results, and that's it. Mate, I agree on it. It's a results business at the end of the day. It's a results business at the end of the day. Where was I? When the outcome at the end is that important, I'm really emotional about it. No one remembers what happened 3 weeks ago when you lost a game. You lost another one because of a different reason. I think it's a really good process. I will touch more on this, people, in my show I do later today at 7 p.m. On the referees explaining why Kai Havertz's goal wasn't given against Aston Villa, the handball, anything that happens in the boxes has to be clear. Unfortunately, today it's very difficult to understand what it is because there's so many things that can happen, but we're in a direction to resolve that, and we're very eager to resolve that in the best possible way, and I'm positive that it will happen. On Rebecca Walsh becoming the first female referee on December 23rd. Wow, there we go. Congratulations to her, man. History's being made here. I think it's great news. I wish Rebecca all the best in this new experience. I think the feedback's going to be really positive. Women's football is on, and the diversity we have now is incredible positive for the league. It's something that we need. On our ability to respond to defeats, we will try to play our best. We love winning, and the team is desperate to do anything it takes to win games. We showed that against Aston Villa when, in my opinion, we were the better team and we should have won the game. We will try again against Brighton, who will make life very difficult for us. That's for sure. I agree. I think we have definitely caused us to bounce back. And there's no other reason about that. Like, you got to bounce back. They're a really good side. Sorry, on what makes Brighton so hard to beat, they're a really good side. Last year, when we had the game under control, was when we conceded a goal, and then the game completely broke up and we struggled, especially in the last 15 minutes of the game. So we have to play better and be very efficient, which is a key against them. On the latest team news, Martinelli's feeling good. We have no other news apart from Mo Elneny is to be subbed because he felt something with his hamstring. We did a scan; it doesn't look too serious. He's to be with us, I think, very soon, which is good news as well. And then he's going to be leaving because he's got AFCON for Egypt as well. On the importance of the win against Brighton, with Liverpool coming up, like every week, in the end, we have to play against every team. The schedule is what it is right now. We have 2 big games coming up, and then we have as well the 28th and the 31st. So the period is vital around this moment of the year. We'll try and win every game, that's for sure. And what he's made of Brighton starts the season, they've been really good. I think they've taken another level playing European football. They've been really successful. You see last night what they did. They've done that after selling players, after a lot of injuries. So huge credit to them, for Roberto, the coaching staff, for what they're doing, because it's really impressive. On the ideas he's presented to the FA, that was a private meeting. I cannot explain what we discussed there. I'm sorry. On if the players should be more honest about refereeing decisions, the players have a lot of things that they have to do. Let's not put more on their plates. Mate, bro is really digging out the FA. Go on, Arteta. Go on, Mikel. On what Brighton have done that caused us problems in the past. They're really good. They have really good players. On their way of playing is very specific, and it causes you problems. They're very efficient. Efficiency is key in football, and on that day, they're more efficient than us. On if you would make the comments again that you made after the Newcastle game. In life, it's too easy to do that. It was done. I defended my opinion. Go on, Arteta, bro. Yes. I express my opinion. I say that I'm fully supportive of how we improve the game, and the referees are a big part of that. They know that. Managers as well, players as well, everyone is involved. We have the duty and responsibility to do that. I'm good that we can discuss things in an open and honest way. That's what I tried to do. It was a disgrace. But he's right. Like, he just... He just said that I was in it, answer. He just said that I was, and simple as that. On his and De Zerbi's passion for the game, we live the game as we feel it. When other players are very similar, everybody has their own way of being, talking, and communicating. I think it's a great, as long as we're genuine. I think that's great. On the job De Zerbi has done at Brighton, I know him. I've spoken to him a few times about different topics. I followed him since he was at Sassuolo before he moved to Ukraine. It's been very impressive what he's done, and the way he seems play, and what he's accomplished in the Premier League as well. On having plenty of fixtures during the Christmas period, and if he likes it, he says, I really like it. It gives us opportunity to bring family over. When I was in Spain, it was a bit different. I've had incredible moments when I was a player, and right now as a manager as well. This year is very rare because we're going to have the 24th and the 25th out of training session, which is extremely bizarre. But it'd be good to spend time with the family, with my family. I have young kids and they're super excited for Christmas. Big up to Arteta and his family. On the FA saying he was charged because he's a high profile manager. We have a duty. We have a huge duty. It's part of our role to conduct ourselves in the best way and represent the game, league, and our clubs in the best possible way. This is what we have to try to do every day. Sometimes better, sometimes worse, but it's our attention. I'm going to cover. By the way, I'm going to give my opinion. I'm going to cover all of this. Set 7 p.m. tonight, people. We're going to talk about Arteta has been cleared from charge. Talk about the FA, all that stuff, people. We're going to go through all of this. 7 p.m. tonight, people. Come over, have your say on that one. But right now, I need to get through this press conference, and then I'll talk more about that later on. On how Brian educated Trossard and White earlier in their careers. Of course, Ben White. I forgot about Ben White. Trossard's coming back in his old club. Ben White in his old club as well. I know how good they are in their processes, in the culture they have, in the way they are coached. You can tell them they're both very intelligent players who understand how we want to live together, how we want to play the game, but have a lot of versatility. That's not a coincidence. It's because of the way they played under Graham Potter as well. They understand the game very well, so feel for their roles. Well, I must say as well, Brighton, right? Very, very well, very, very well-run club, in my opinion. Very, very well-run club, and I think I'm pretty right in saying this. I think their sporting director won like this year award because of it or something. So big up to him for that. But yeah, they are a very well-run club. On Reece Nelson's performances against PSV, and if he'll get more minutes moving forward, yeah, Nelson was superb against PSV. I gave him man of the match, but yeah, I think he had a really good game, as you said. He really lively and really brave in his decision making. He generated 3 or 4 big situations. He worked so hard. He had to be subbed at the end because he was cramping. I think he had a really positive impact on the team. So is he going to get more minutes going forward, Arteta? I don't think he answered that, did he? He just said he had a really good game. I see. No, man, it's because I forgot to do the press conference reaction. I usually do the press conference reaction, and I completely forgot, so I'm going to quickly go through this, man. FA, big up to you also, FC moments. Yeah, they are, bro. They are. I'm going to talk more about this later on anyway. But yeah, big up to you, bro. On if there's motivation for revenge after last season's defeat against at home to Brighton, it was a tough game. It was a tough day losing at home, and the way we did it with the last goals we conceded, it was painful. It was like the dream was almost over. Not mathematically, but a big part of it was a really tough day. We need vengeance, exactly, bro. We are seeking vengeance this game against Brighton. On if you remind the players of that, they know, they felt it, so they know. Of course they know, man. Come on. We need to battle these lot now. And if the PGMOL recognise the need to improve, it's not about them, it's about we. Go on, Arteta. We want to make the game better. How can we improve on the touchline to make life easier from the player side, from their side? Technology-wise, it's about us. We're all in this together. It's not about separate people trying to do their bits. That's not going to work. We have to do it together. On if more ex-players should be involved in officiating, I don't know about that solution. They have to find a solution, and we have to try it. All the ideas that we have to put on the table and try to move the game consistently forward. So that's that, people. That is that. I am going to talk about, obviously, as I said, this whole situation. You know, whether Arteta clear of the charges, with the FA in general, all that stuff. I'm going to talk more about that. Literally in 1 hour's time. 1 hour's time, people will be live for that one. Make sure you guys stay tuned for that. Big up Ronnie in the chat. Good to see you, Ronnie. Hope you're doing well, my bro. Hope you're doing well, Ronnie. Really appreciate you tuning in, as always. And Ryan's gone 3-2 Arsenal. Same as me, Ryan. I went 3-2 as well, bro. I've gone 3-2 as well. But yeah, that is that, people. That is the preview. And I know there's quite a few people tuning in, so I'll quickly show you guys. I spoke about the recent encounters. I'm going to quickly show you guys my lineup. This is what the lineup I will go with. I feel like Arteta will go with. I feel like we'll go Ryan goal, Ben White right back, Saliba, Gabriel, Zinchenko, Rice, Havertz, Saka, Odegaard, Martinelli, and Jesus. I feel like he will go that. Let me know, guys, your lineup down below. What would you go with as well? Let me know what you would go with for your lineup. That is what I'll go with for my lineup. And then my score prediction wise, I've gone 3-2 Arsenal. I feel like it's going to be a very, very tough game. I feel like Brighton are very, very good side, and we know about the record when it comes to the Emirates Stadium. We don't usually do that well when it comes to playing this team. They're sort of like a bogey side, aren't they? This Brighton side. But yeah, big everyone in the chat, man. If you are new to the channel, make sure you do subscribe. I do daily football content. We've got another 2 streams coming today, people. I'm live in literally 1 hour's time. We're going to be doing Talking Ball episode 5. We're going to be talking about Arteta, clear of all these charges. We're going to be talking about Man United situation, Chelsea as well. Everything about football. 1 hour's time, people. 7 p.m. Come over, have your say about that one. And then I'll be probably doing match reaction tonight as well for the Premier League game tonight, 8 p.m. Come on, Nottingham Forest. Nottingham Forest, please. Beat the scum. Nottingham Forest needs to beat them, bro. But yes, big up my man Moss in the chat as always. Oi, at the office here. Thought I saw predictions on later, but this works. Big up to you, Moss, man. Big up. I appreciate you tuning in, bro. Appreciate you tuning in as always. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well, my bro. Yeah, I went 2-1 Arsenal, Saka and Jesus versus Matoma. It's gonna be a tough game, Moss. I was just running through all the recent results here, Moss, right? And at the Emirates Stadium against this Brighton side, yeah, we've won 1 out of our last 5 games at the Emirates against Brighton. We have an awful record when it comes to Brighton at the Emirates. Awful record when it comes to Brighton. Like, we've won 1 game out of 5 against them. Every other game they've beaten us. So yeah, these lot we do not play. We do not like playing against Brighton, do we, man? But yeah, you got 2-1. Ante #freedom, exactly, bro. Exactly. The FA is an absolute disgrace. I'm not gonna lie. We got Jordan as always. My buddy Luke over there, going Southend United. Oh, what? He's going to the game on Saturday, tomorrow. No, yes, I've got a match myself, so I will not be going to the Southend game. But I go to. I mean, I ain't been one in ages because they usually because you know how we play on Saturday as well. Every single week, pretty much, apart from what's this game. They usually always clash with the Arsenal game, so I can never really go to them. Like the last Southend game I went to was a few months ago, you know. But yeah, big up your buddy Luke, man. He's a Southend United fan. Big up to him, absolute legend, bro. Great, it's great to see. Yes, 7-up, bro. 7-up for Man United again. Yeah. I did speak about De Zerbi, man. Like, I think he's a great manager. I think he plays some great style play, plays some great attractive football for Brighton, right? But when people say he should be manager for Man City next, he should be the next Man City manager, I disagree. Because you look at someone like Graham Potter, right? Graham Potter did an exceptional job at Brighton, yeah? Graham Potter did an exceptional job at Ostersund as well. He's his first club that he managed. Like, he beat Arsenal when he qualified them for Europa League. He beat Arsenal as well in Europa League. But then, obviously, went to Brighton and did a fantastic job at Brighton. And obviously, got his move to Chelsea. And it sort of, did not work out for him, did it? So, I kind of see the same thing happening with De Zerbi. Like, going to Man City, he's going to have more pressure, of course, on him. It's Man City. He's going to have a lot more pressure on him to deliver. And I don't really see him delivering at Man City. But don't get twisted, man. Yeah, De Zerbi's a great manager. absolute great manager, Roberto De Zerbi, man. And as you said, yeah, he's a very, very good tactician. He plays some really nice style of football. I don't know, guys. Let me ask you this. Arsenal fans in the chat, yeah. If Arteta fails this season and if he eventually gets sacked or whatever, right? And of course, I want Arteta to succeed. I want Arteta, you know, to go and win us the Premier League, yeah. But just in hindsight, yeah, if Arteta was to get sacked, would you guys take Roberto De Zerbi as an Arsenal manager? Let me know. Let me know, because I think he's a good manager, but it comes I've really seen this guy under pressure too much. With all due respect to Brighton, that's just my opinion. But yeah, I do think I think he's a good manager. Big up man Roy in the chat. Honestly, fact he's injured. Yeah, he is. He's not back till January. He's not back. I mean, I quickly go through the Brighton injury list because I know they've got quite a few out. But let me have a look. Brighton. Let's have a look, because they've got a whole list of injuries that they're missing right now. So I'll quickly get them up. Squad. No, not squad. Injuries, mate. That's what I need to look. Right, I've got them up here. So Lamptey's out injured. Solly March is doubtful for the game. Estupiñán will definitely be missing the game. He's a good player. He's going to be out until late January. And Nesso is going to be out as well until mid-January. Welbeck could be back. He's currently got a strain injury, but he most likely will make a speedy recovery to play Arsenal. I'm sure he will. Honestly, Fatty is injured, and they've got Webster out injured. So, yeah, they've got quite a few injuries as well. We'll get a win for Holbridge. Yes, come on, Holbridge. He said that is near him. Oh, is it? You must play like when Arsenal plays Sunday then. Yeah. Yeah, that's it, man. Yeah, 4 years anniversary, bro. Yes, big up, man. Yeah, bro. I think you have the. I think it was Luca actually, but you and Luca were the first. I think when was the first time you commented on my channel? I can't remember. It was definitely in that 4 year in that first year when I started my channel. I swear, it was in the lockdown season. I swear that's when you commented. I think we played Southampton, and that was when I saw you first pop up on my channel. Yeah. So you've been there you've been here for this whole 4 years, man. It's crazy, isn't it, man? But yeah, really appreciate the support as always, bro. Absolute real one. We got our man Cranberry in the chat. We hope you're doing well. Potter should have never left Brighton. Exactly, agreed. He was doing so well there as well, wasn't he? And then Chelsea came calling along. Thought I heard Potter perhaps if Man United fire Ten Hag. Well, that'd be something. That'd be interesting. I predict that because I have confidence in the team and Man United isn't good. Big up to you, Jordan, as always, bro. Bruno Fernandes may be crying Saturday. He's injured as well, isn't he? He's not injured. He's suspended, isn't he? The problem with some of these coaches and young players, they jump too fast when a big team calling. Exactly, bro. That's exactly what Graham Potter did when Chelsea came calling for him. You know, and then bro completely failed at Chelsea, didn't he? That's the issue, bro. That's when people say, "Oh, De Zerbi should be the next manager for Man City," I'm like, he's not going to replace Pep Guardiola. You know, and I said I don't think De Zerbi's been under that too much pressure there as a manager. That's just my opinion. And Nesso out for a while, and Danny Welbeck, but Bonatti back and good. Estupiñán's been out for a long while, and Solly March. Arsenal need a lead manager. Yeah. Someone like Simeone, Ancelotti. And Nesso is how you. Oh, am I saying it wrong? NC so. Is that it? Is it NC not an SO? NC is a Paraguayan, I believe. Yeah, he is Paraguayan, I'm pretty sure. I remember he scored his first goal for them against Chelsea last season. Fighting with Trossard, De Zerbi. What happened? Wait, did they have a fight? Wait, what happened? Bruno's spending now. Man United are in big trouble. And Arteta ain't going nowhere. No. The thing is, Arteta won't be sacked. Like, for me, right? He needs to win us something though this season, right? He needs to win us something. But even if he doesn't, I don't see the Kroenke sacking him. I really don't see the concrete because they've backed this guy too much to sack him. I don't see him sacking him. If it's for me, of course, if he wins nothing, he's got to be sacked. If he wins something this season, if he wins a trophy, then yeah, he stays, of course. If he doesn't win a trophy, he's got to go for me. But even if he doesn't win it, I just don't see these owners sacking him. Vamos! I got it right. Let's go. I finally pronounced something right. We're going to win something. Yeah, so I agree. Yeah, I do think we're going to win something this season, man. I do think we are in for an exciting season. And I do think we will be successful this season, So we'll all be there, people, when it happens, So yeah, I'm looking forward to it, people. But yeah, guys, Jordan says Man United was good. I'll not predict 7-0, but that was when Rooney was there. Anyway, guys, that is that. I'm literally live in 1 hour's time with my man Rory RD12. We're going to be doing Talking Ball, episode 5. We're going to go through, I said, Arteta. Obviously, clear of all the charges. Talk about Man United, talk about Liverpool, Chelsea, all the big six, all that stuff in 1 hour's time. And then I'll probably be live later today for a Premier League match reaction as well for the Forest-Tottenham game. Come on, Forest. You know what to do, Nottingham Forest. Please, batter them. They've got to beat Nuno Tavares. Come on, Nuno Tavares. Beat Tottenham. Beat the Scums. And hopefully they'll win that game. But yeah, I'll be live 10 p.m. So we've got another 2 streams coming up, people, as always. Today, anniversary of the channel. 4 years of the channel. We keep going for another 4 years, hopefully, as well. And then, who knows, man? Who knows where I'll be in another 4 years, bro. How old will I be in 4 years? 17, 18, 19. I'll be 20 in another 4 years. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy how time flies. But yeah, we keep going, people. The grind doesn't stop. We're here every single day, as always, people. Thanks for the support. Everyone who's been here, everyone new who's came through as well. Everyone who's still here right now, leaving your likes, leaving your comments, tuning in as well. I can't thank you guys enough. Yeah, it really means so much to me. Thank you guys so much. You lot are all legends, man. All of you are legends. So thank you guys so much. Big up Moss as well. Really appreciate the support, bro. Yes, Tottenham hopefully going to get battered today. Really appreciate it, Moss, man. Really do appreciate it, guys. But yeah, I'll see you guys literally 1 hour's time. That is the preview done. And we're out of it, peeps. Take care, everyone. I'll see you very, very shortly. Ciao, guys.